What's going on, YouTube? Bill Catches Pips here. Today's date is November 8th, 2020. Now we're going to do an analysis on the dollar index, go over what happened the past week. You can see on Monday's trading, we traded right into this gap right here, this open gap. It came to it on Monday. Tuesday, we dropped. Wednesday, we came back inside of this gap again, took out this high as a liquidity point, and continued to drop to the downside, aiming for this low and doing a complete fill on this imbalance right here. Now just looking at the size of these candles, it looks like we want to come for this low right here. Looks like we really want to target this low, target this liquidity point, and take out the stops here. Dropping down to the 1 hour chart, we can see Monday's trading, we traded right into the gap right here. This gap right here, this is what this wick was right here. All it did was come inside of the gap right here, drop, had a break in market structure. As soon as this low got taken here, had a break in market structure. You can see the retracement right here on this up close candle and continue making its way to the downside. Right on election day, November 3rd, you can see we just rolled over, really aimed for this low right here, filled in all this inefficiency right here. This low right here, we can see that it targeted this gap right here. Came right inside of this gap right here. Look where the market stopped, right? Stopped right inside of this gap and had a really hard retracement. It came really aggressively to the upside right here, running out this high right here as a liquidity point and revisiting this gap here. Right, revisited this gap at the same time taking out a high, and we can see the market really dropping from this point on. Right, we can see on Wednesday during London we had a complete fill on this gap right here, this open gap. This is the opening week gap right here. You can see we tagged into it right here, dropped, had an imbalance entry right here, right low, this candle high, this imbalance, one side of the market was offered here. You can see the other side was offered on this candle, tapped inside of the imbalance and continued to drop here, aiming for that daily low right here, aiming for this daily low. You can see right here on this candle, we didn't quite tap it on this candle. As you can see, the low is right here. You can see how we just missed that low. I just missed that low. Price came back as a retracement, filling in this inefficiency right here, and continue making its way to the downside. Right, dropping down to a 15-minute chart, we can observe price each day. You can see Monday's trading had the break of market structure. Tuesday, election day, we just rolled over, had a hard retracement, taking out this high and coming inside of the open gap, dropped. Wednesday, gap fill here, dropped again, and right here we can see another gap right here in the market. See this gap right here, we have this gap right here. The next day during London, we traced inside of the gap, 50% of the gap, dropped. Wednesday, we ended off the day with this gap here. See this gap right here. We had this gap. You can see during London, we tagged inside of this gap, 50% of it, and continued to make its way to the downside. Now, just looking at the market, the dollar on the 1 hour chart, I do see this imbalance right here. We have this imbalance, we have this low here, and we also have this gap right here. So I am expecting the market to come right back up here, come to this market structure here. Now we see this break of market structure here. This low would be a key level. Also this imbalance and this gap right here. So I do want the market to retrace here possibly and continue making its way to the downside, aiming for this low here. Looking at the daily chart, everything else lines up as well. We see this imbalance here, this imbalance. We have this gap right here. You can see the market retracing into this up close candle and then making its way to the downside for this low. Now on the 1 hour chart, if we do see something like this happen, you see how it taps into Tuesday's low. I can see the mirror image on EU, how we have this imbalance here. We have this high right here, this Tuesday high. So possibly if the market could come down here and go bullish, I want to see dollar do the same kind of mirror image here. I hope you guys found this video insightful. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you would like to join my live trading, my live Zoom calls, check out the link down below. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.